Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're gonna skip over the fact that I didn't do what I was supposed to do on that last run. I feel like an idiot for it, but we're gonna play as Lazarus this time because we need a boss rush kill and we need a lamb kill as him. So this seed is gonna be Booger. Make sure I know that's a 0. ZLLB. The Booger Zoo. Limited liability business. Doesn't really make any sense. Our pill is Balls of Steel, which now I wish I hadn't taken because I was going to come in here, but hey, that's still pretty good. We're starting out with a stupid amount of HP. This is like a pretty crazy good start as Lazarus. Balls of Steel, you know, not the most permanent upgrade for us, but I'm happy to have it. Should protect us through to the next floor. Little Gish, good item. What did we unlock on the last run? We beat Boss Rush as Maggie and got Maggie's bow. I don't know what that does, but we got it. As far as upgrades go, Little Gish is pretty solid. We are gonna have to do that in Maggie run all over again and actually get through the lamb. So I have to talk to myself and remember, we have to take the negative. Fuck the Polaroid. It's a hard habit to break because we've done like 20 cathedral runs in a row or something like that. But yeah, we need to ensure that we're gonna actually do what needs to be done. Get the negative. And then we're pretty close to actually filling out all the post-it notes for all the characters. I really don't love the idea of shooting all this poop, especially when we might want to go for the boss rush like mode on this run, if possible. If it's conceivable, at least. It's not a great start when it comes to, you know, being able to go through the game quickly. Famine, you know, not that difficult, but it only gives you a cube of meat, which doesn't really provide you with that much benefit. Ignore the scratching on my door. This is not Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Rather, it is Tomo, who hates being locked out. But I gotta close the door, you know, we got stuff going on in here on a regular basis. And stuff going on in the other room on a regular basis. Gotta keep the door closed, see, keep some, you know, amount of noise bleed under control here at least. Anyway, I'm happy with this run thus far. Little Gish, cube of meat, decent amount of spirit arts and black arts to protect us here. It's a good start. Broken Ankh, I have no idea. But it's okay thus far. So hopefully we'll be picking up a key here, a trinket that is perhaps a little bit more immediately useful, but mostly just a key and a deal with the devil. Those are the two keys to this floor. That's a good start. Alright. Now big rooms can be a little problematic. I thought those might explode, actually. Big rooms can be a little bit problematic, but not too bad. I wonder what happens, what our end screen is going to look like once we get all of the, post-it notes actually filled up. I know to get, like, true platinum god, ignoring the obvious ridiculous unlock, which shall not be named. Bad damage there. You need to beat everything on a hard mode. Or at least you need to beat boss rush mode with every character on hard mode. So I'm assuming you've got to beat everything. So we're a pretty long way away from that. But at the very least, we can put a cap on normal mode soon, for at least the time being. I don't know if I'm going to play on normal mode for the most part, or if I'm going to play on hard mode for the most part. I think the game is intended to be played on normal mode, even by advanced players, but, you know, that's easy for me to say, having never played hard mode before. Now, this Monstro's got a decent amount of HP. I am trying to sneak in here whenever I get the opportunity. That was such awful damage. And let Cube of Meat do some good work. I don't really care if we end up sacrificing like half of a black heart to make it happen. I'm dodging in exactly the wrong direction to get the maximum kind of damage done with Cube of Meat here, so I'm an idiot. But on the bright side, Spirit Heart, 8 ball for a shot speed upgrade, tarot card could be good, is decent, and I will take Guppy's Head. We tried to become Guppy on the last run, didn't really work out for us. Guppy's Head is borderline worth it for 1 red heart. It depends on the situation, but I do think that Guppy's Head, if you have no other spacebar items, can be a decent damage augmenter. It's not very good, but it's perhaps decent. Oh, I botched it. No, I didn't. Okay, lucky me. Let's take Isaac's Head instead of Broken Ankh. And we got a second key out of it as well. I've never really used Broken Ankh, but we already have some resurrection ability as Lazarus anyway, so my thinking is that it'll probably not really come that much in handy. I would love to get rid of the strength card for something a little bit more useful. That could be a Joker card or something like that. It's actually 2 of spades. We've got crazy money. I'm going to use 2 of spades right off the bat and take the strength card with us. It's a bit of a lazy man's way out, but that's okay. We're still in a really good position. There's another tinted rock up there I didn't even notice. Starting to get a little bit better about spotting them. Not perfect by any means, but a little better. That could have been, you know, worse. Alright, so... The other thing about Guppy's head is that, obviously, it gives us a good chance to become Guppy, or a better chance to become Guppy, which is the main reason I picked it up, plus it keeps our deal with the angel precedent there. Big, beautiful fly. Nobody's favorite item, but if you're paying attention to where it is, I think it's okay. And I think There's Options is actually a great pickup for us. Yeah, absolutely. That is basically a reroll on every boss room. And considering we're getting it on the second floor, I think that's pretty a potent upgrade for us for 15 cents. Now we can tailor our run as we see fit, probably aiming mostly for damage tiers and HP upgrades, and ignoring speed and coin purse and other stuff that can be a little bit more dubious or variable in its quality. Alright, well, I'm not going to pay attention to that room up there too much. I am putting a little bit of pressure on myself, I'll admit, to get into boss rush mode. It's a little bit out of our hands, but we might get lucky. You never know. I think it was worth it. I mean, if I'd found a tinted rock, which, by the way, I should have totally used that bomb on the tinted rock on the last floor, but let's ignore that. If I'd found a tinted rock and used a bomb and gotten 2 spirit hearts, would I be happy? Yeah, I'd probably be thrilled with it. So yeah, I think I can be pretty pleased with this situation. All right, we got a double boss fight, which I'm happy and excited to go to here, because we are going to have a pretty good chance of getting a deal with the devil, I'd expect. Double Duke of Flies is no big deal. I'm going to try to avoid using my own bombs in the hopes that maybe Big Beautiful Fly does a bounce in there and takes one out. Here it comes. Good start. They're closing in on me, though. Oh, mama, I'm afraid for my life from the long Duke of the Flies. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to continue with that. Oh, man, you know what? Well, that was dumb. I really should have gotten a little closer to place the bomb, but I figured, hey, we'll just shoot it in there without realizing that all these flies are going to block our bomb. Anyway, it's basically done. Big Beautiful Flies coming in from the top rope. He takes out a little bit of the detritus on the way. That's okay. Good item, good item. Guppy item, good item. Yeah, we'll take the evil plus range plus shot speed up. And Guppy's collar is a pretty good start. 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. Now, this is a story that we've told many a time in our young Rebirth lives. Young man gets 2 Guppy items early, he's on top of the world, what could possibly go wrong? And then just never, ever picking up the 3rd Guppy item. And we've for the most part, done our due diligence with Guppy. When we get the chance, we go to curse rooms, that's my fly, okay. We go to curse rooms, we go to all the special rooms that could possibly help us out here. I do think it's worth buying the boss key. I mean, I think it gives us more chests, which is the main effect. But additionally, of course, the 2 keys that come along with it. I mean, that's worth 10 cents right there. Is it worth 5 cents to have more chests drop for the rest of the game? Probably. I don't know. I will say that on this run, we're in a bit of a privileged position, Guppy-wise. Come on, Guppy. Come on. Okay. It's alright. Good start. We're in a bit of a privileged position Guppy-wise here because we can actually afford to take 9 lives and it won't really affect us negatively. Common Cold, I think it's a great item. Well, can't really do too much there. I'll tell you what then, without any money, without enough money to buy the boss key, I'll do this next best thing and play Judgment. If 9 lives shows up at some point, we can pick it up without losing too much HP. Maybe without losing any. Maybe we could actually gain HP out of it, but for now, let's not get too cocky. Sweet. I don't really like Mystery Sack that much. I like to know, you know, I always say the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, and we don't really know too much about this devil, but that's okay. That is indeed our secret room. Fat Stacks. That is not Fat Stacks, but a bomb for 2 keys is a pretty good trade. We're at 7 minutes and 45 seconds, roughly, as of this sentence, and we're going to be heading down to the next floor with decent damage. Really only decent damage, but a really good chance to become Guppy. And we're set from a consumable standpoint, and, you know, truth be told, I can't really complain too hard about our current situation. Common Cold is a nice upgrade for us. It's kind of like a little bit low-key. It doesn't really give us as much damage as you might expect at first glance, but I'm happy to have it regardless. Hopefully we can become Guppy on this floor and get the ability to fly early. Pays for itself with respect to consumables. Obviously. Demon Tail. I like this trinket. You know, and take everything I say about, you know, judging new items with a grain of salt until I actually read the wiki, if that ever happens. But I really do like Demon Tail just gives you more black hearts. I mean, that's pretty good as far as like passive trinket effects go, as far as I'm concerned at least. Mega Fatty is normally a pretty easy boss fight. I'm pretty tempted to use our strength card just because like it's got a lot of HP and we're not doing a whole hell of a lot of damage, but you know, when Big Beautiful Fly actually shows up and synergizes nicely here, that'll be fine. Like if he doesn't jump here, this should be good. Of course. Yeah, I had a feeling he would jump at like exactly the wrong time. How about this time? This one should work. Yeah, there we go. So he's almost dead. Sure, we took a little bit of damage. Shit happens. It's all good. Now, what we're really hoping for is a deal with the devil here. But I will say, you know, don't get your hopes up necessarily about a deal with the devil. We did get one of the last 2 floors, so I think we're in a pretty bad spot to get one here. Could happen, though. This is the easiest decision of my life. HP up or Magic Mushroom? We are an idiot, but we're going to take Magic Mushroom. We're not that much of an idiot to not take Magic Mush. So that's all stats up. Loving it. Maybe the best boss item that you can get in the game. Best item you can get from a boss. I don't know if maybe Pentagram's better. You're saying, oh, you're an idiot. You know, Pentagram's just a damage upgrade. But I think it's more of a damage upgrade than Magic Mush, but I might be full of shit. Anyway, that particular decision there was not a difficult one to make. Let's put it that way. Let's look for our secret room. We're still way ahead of the 8 ball here. Okay. Secret room here. I don't love using all of our bombs like this. That's good, though. Battery is pretty much worthless. Lover's card we'll use. And, yeah, that's unfortunate at least. But there are more chances. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, our damage is a lot better now. Feels good, man. I want to go to this curse room. Even though it will cost us a full spirit heart, I think it's worth it. Yes, thank God we kept some... We kept 1 bomb at least. That's it. Yeah, we take it. Alright, so we took a very obvious path to potential success here. We are Guppy now. Now we gotta start stacking up HP. Our damage is gonna be through the effing roof. And Magic Mush plus actually becoming Guppy on 1 floor is an insanely good haul. But, you know what? I can't feel guilty about this. Because we tried to become Guppy like 3 runs in a row now. And this is the first run that's actually worked out for us in a few. Like, it hasn't been super rare for us to become Guppy, but it's not been as common as you might expect. And now that we can fly... We can open up those golden chests and pick up those free consumables. We're in a very, very good position. Flaming Tears. Yeah, so this is great. We just got to make sure, first off, we're cute as hell. Cute as a fucking button right now. But additionally, want to make sure that we're staying far, far away from all the enemies that we're shooting because we're going to find ourselves in a bit of a scary position as time goes on here. There's going to be explosions galore. I'll open it. Why not, right? A little bit of money. This will be a good test for us to see how our damage actually is as well. Our flies are doing work. I don't know if Fire Mind actually comes with a damage upgrade, but either way, just being able to like set enemies on fire gives us like so many different status effects. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We can slow enemies, we can set them on fire, and we can poison them all at once. And that's gonna be it for that room. Making good time, and really what we're looking for, boss rush. Remember, I'm iterating this to myself as much as anybody else. Boss rush. Negative, not Polaroid. Negative. Sure, Trickle Charge. I don't think that helps us with what we've got going on here with Guppy's head, but we'll be looking to replace this spacebar item because we don't really need it anymore. We're going to be generating enough flies on our own. Forget the shop. Next floor when we have enough money, probably. We'll take a crack at it. We're not set yet. We're not set. We're not guaranteed to win. We are in a good position, but we're certainly not guaranteed. HP is pretty important. We do have enough lives that, you know, if we could beat Isaac / Blue Baby / you know, Mom's Heart. Well, I guess we're not fighting Blue Baby, but if we can beat, you know, Satan, the Lamb, etc., without taking damage, we'll get like 10 cracks at that. Gives us a bit of an out, but it's not a likely... It's not the way we want to do it. I'd rather just have one... Oh, that's bad. I'd rather just have one good life if possible. You know, it's like Kanye West said in his song of the same name. No, the song's not called Kanye West, it's called Good Life. Have you ever had champagne on a plane? Well, get in some brain, and with that ass, she said, I ain't never seen snakes on a plane. Those are words that I've pretty much chosen to live my life by, and it's worked out pretty well so far. I don't like Yum hard enough. I'm not even gonna pick it up. I don't think that shit even works in Rebirth. Good. Good. Like, HP is kind of a guaranteed necessity. We know we're gonna need it. We've lost a lot on this floor. But we can take some deals with the devil, I guess, if we want to. I know we need HP, but, you know, with 9 lives, if we get the opportunity right now to take deals with the devil, we're not really losing HP. We're actually just, you know, kind of losing a life instead, which is not very valuable. For us, in real life, a little bit more so. None of those are worth getting. We're only on depths 1 here. Oh, they always jump, like, right as big, beautiful fly is coming in for the kill. Gotta be getting close to the end of this floor. Yeah, like, if I could actually get something better on the shop, I'd be excited, but there's no reason to buy the Steam sale if we're just gonna have, like the same amount of money next floor if we buy something with the Steam sale, you know what I mean? You probably know what I mean. There's like a mathematical kind of, I don't want to make it seem more dramatic than it is, but there's a mathematical reason I don't buy the Steam sale on the second to last floor. Why pay 15 cents to save 8 cents if we're only going to get 1 more item? Even if we got 2 items in the shop, for taking that risk, we would really only gain, potentially, or save, I should say, we'd only save 1 cent. Not really that big of a deal. And that's if there were 2 items on the next shop and we wanted to buy both of them. But especially now that there's the donation machine, you know, money saved is actually important. So I like getting the Steam sale early, but, you know, it's also important to save your money in the late game like we would by not buying the Steam sale. Damage or HP? Sorry. I made my bed and I'm gonna lie in it. If we end up having no oh, this is so good. If we end up having no HP later, I apologize, but you give me the choice between 1 HP and a speed plus range upgrade, or sorry, speed plus damage upgrade. I know what I'm going with. We're done then. Yeah. All right, let's leave. Certainly seems like the boss rush room is gonna be very, very good potential for us. We've upped our damage even more on this floor, and we're only like... How far into this are we? Necropolis 2, we've got 5 minutes on this floor. Oh, man, okay. That was a bad start. I'll give you that. But we got the orbital. We've had it, I think, once in the videos before. But we got an orbital that we actually control, which I think is potentially good. It's also very hard to actually do anything with it, but we can put it up as like kind of a shield for us. I don't know if it explodes when it gets hit. It's kind of a weird situation, even though I know that we're gonna take out these rooms easily. Seems to make sense to, there we go. Seems to make sense to use Krampus's head, because otherwise we're just not gonna use Krampus's head. Oh, I thought that was Guppy's. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I thought that was Guppy's head, so that's, my bad. Just still working the turkey through here. Alright, we gotta watch out. Better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you why. Wall masters are coming to town. There's another 3, wow. Oh, it's okay, I'll wait. There we go. Done. I know it's my own fault for not taking those, HP upgrade, or that HP upgrade. Ugh, when we had a chance, but, I am kind of missing out right now on a little bit of HP. Wouldn't mind it. Luckily, with Are You a Wizard, our flies still take care of basically everything. Now, was that worth what I paid for it? Was that worth the 1 Krampus's head charge? Almost certainly not. That's okay, though. Our flies, they're doing good work for us. Lucky toe. No thank you, sir. Now, that was worth it. Now that we know that that's going to be okay, why don't we come down here and go into our curse room? The pills could be good. Pills could be good. Paralysis. Well, if you're gonna have it, that's a good time. Speed up. I think it's worth it. Let's bounce, baby. I think on our mom... Well, when should we use our strength card? We could either use it on our mom fight, or we could use it on the boss rush mode. Might be better on the boss rush mode, just to give us a better chance of not, like, getting kicked out of it, because I don't know if we could go back in. Well, there's our Lazarus death. That's fine. I was wondering which one was going to come first. We're at 17 minutes, have not been to our item room or shop. So we're going to, well, we're going to wait until this room's over. Used our orbital there. Item room is able, not very good. Shop is champion belt red candle. I'm gonna buy the champion belt. Harder enemies, but we also get more damage. And then I'll donate the rest of our money. We got plenty of time here. So I think I'm gonna try to beat Mom without getting hit. Wow, that sucks. I think I'm gonna try to beat Mom without getting hit. And then, remember, this is so important. Take the negative. Take the negative. I think I might hate myself. Oh, we still have a chance at the boss rush mode. Okay. So it worked. And here's our boss rush mode. Wig, Ludovico technique, crystal ball. I think we're gonna roll with the Ludovico technique, even though people always hate me when I take it. The wig would be close. Kamikaze, not even close. Crystal ball. Krampus's head is already so great. Why do I like the Ludovico technique here? If I could just get it and my if I could get it and my controlled familiar like on the same path together, we'd be in such a good position. Also, I really think Ludovico technique plus Guppy is underrated. Because basically, if you're doing damage to an enemy, you're just a mobile fly engine. Notice, by the way, that with Ludovico technique, every time there's an explosion, I have to reset my tier. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. A lot of poops over here I'm not a big fan of. So we're gonna mostly just stay behind rocks, to be honest with you. I really like Ludovico technique. I feel like people are gonna think that I'm being like needlessly contrarian, or dare I use the internet's most hated word, hipster. People are gonna think I'm being a hipster. Northern Lion likes Ludovico technique when we all hate it. He's a hipster. Northern Lion, he's just saying that he likes Cursed Eye because he wants to seem like he's cooler than everybody else. This isn't true, but I will admit that I do seem to have a tendency to maybe like items that other people write off a little bit. Bob's Brain, accepted. I still don't like Bob's Brain, but I do think it has a genuine use. I think Ludovico Tiny Planet is a crapshoot, but I think Ludovico technique is underrated. I think that item is, at the very least, this item I should say, is a lot of fun. And I think it also gives us great damage dealing potential in a lot of situations. Especially if you can put yourself in like a good position defensively. Oh, thank God, there's some Spirit Hearts here. Like, look at that. If we can just put our tier over top of an enemy, it's great. It seems like it kind of synergizes poorly with Fire Mind, though. Because when there's an explosion, we have to completely reset our tier, which is annoying. But apart from that, I think it's pretty dang good. We're generating so many flies, also. Like, we can just go over here. Oh, what am I going to do with my day today, honey? I don't know. It don't fucking matter. Oh, I didn't have Ludovico technique on it. As long as we just keep the tier on, we can go to the other side of the map, and it doesn't matter. Alright. Probably could have been hit by Monstro there. So this is going to be new for us. This is going to be the first time we're going to get Lazarus boss rush mode, isn't it? I think so. I might have done it on the PS4 version, because I know what item you get. You get Lazarus' robe. Where you at, Pin? Oh, that's bad for you, buddy. We're making good progress here. What I like is that anytime an enemy gets close to us, the flies that we've generated just completely tear ass. Like, you would rather not be close to us. You'd rather be far away, but if you're far away, you can't hit us. Yeah, I think if we get like a speed upgrade, we're going to be in an amazing position here. Shot speed would also be very nice. As you can see, this is the main problem with Ludovico technique is that shot speed can be a bit of an issue sometimes. We're almost done with this boss rush mode, though. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've even been hit thus far. Where you at, dog? There we are. Thank you. It's looking unlikely that we're ever going to get Ludovico technique synced up. I didn't know that the fire also hit enemies that are flying. What I'm saying is it looks unlikely we're ever going to get Ludovico technique synced up with our controllable fly. I still think it's nice to have both, though, just for shits and giggles, basically. You're still going, huh? I think we just blew up... Oh, we blew up War a little bit. Okay. Is there not still, like, that horse flying around here? The one from Death? Well, we're done. Let's see what item we get for this is. I'm excited. That was very easy. Oh, no, this is... We just got this. I totally thought that was, I totally thought that was unknown. This is the first time I've ever had this missing note. So we're gonna take, butt bombs. Butt bombs, baby. I don't think it's that good, but it's certainly better than Mom's Pad. And we'll head down to the next floor. What an exciting run we've got at our disposal here. Thank you, Booger Zoo Limited Liability Business. Much appreciated. So yeah, it should go without saying, we're going to tear ass against these enemies. Whenever feasible, I will use Krampus's head just to lower our risk even that much more so. I really, really, really don't want to have to beat Satan and the Lamb without taking damage. That will kill us. We won't... I hope this is Mr. Fred. Double cage. Only in my dreams. Yeah, like that is what'll kill us. We won't be able to win that, probably. But if we can just snag like a little bit of HP and then live with it, we can probably make it work. Man, these are both so bad. I'll take this speed upgrade because it makes us smaller and gives us a pill, but the pill's paralysis. Oh, it's Abaddon. We gotta take it. Alright, so Abaddon, when we come back to life... Yeah, look at them. Just gave us so much HP. I thought it would only do it when we came back to life, but no. It takes all of our red hearts and gives us so many spirit hearts instead, plus bonus damage. Also, something I didn't think about, whenever Big Beautiful Fly explodes, or the Fire Mine Tears explode... I'll pick it up, why not? Whenever there's an explosion, we also get the effect of butt bombs right now. I think. Maybe not with Fire Mine, but definitely with Big Beautiful Fly we get the effect. And that gives confused enemies, which is actually pretty amazing. I think we pretty much sorted out a win here. And I feel like I've redeemed myself for that last terrible play. Infamy, it wouldn't be a Rebirth run if Infamy didn't show up, so sure, happy to have it. The Sun card is also really good. That's probably not worth it. And we gotta remember, just in case I could easily mess it up again, we're not going up to the cathedral, we're going down to Satan Town. That was terrible damage on my part. Well, there's a full HP already. Yeah, we're going down to Satan Town. That's alright. Wow, that was very fast. I mean, this is the thing, like, I could use Krampus's head, but who really cares? Because we're already killing enemies in like 2 hits. Sure, pheromones. I mean, it's a good item. We don't really need it, though. Well, I'm super glad we got that guppy payout early. Has allowed us to kind of steamroll well beyond where we should be able to go here. 1 fly kills each one of the wall masters and generates like 4 more flies in the process, I think. Okay. I'm not really actively using that orbital that we can control. Just a little bit too much like brain power associated with that. For me, personally. But this is going so well. Mom's heart, plus Krampus's head, that was pretty easy. Remember, not going to the cathedral, we're headed down. Down, down, down. Red Knight's going down. This might even be like a new record chest run for me, or darkroom run. We could maybe finish, not that I'm trying to get cocky here, we haven't won yet, but we have a chance to maybe finish in under 30 minutes. Which I'm sure, like, there are records that are substantially better than that, but this one is already stupid strong. Very happy to get that Balls of Steel pill. I feel like I'm being a little quiet, which is ridiculous because I never stop talking, but there's nothing, what more can you say about this run? It's incredible. I will admit, by the way, in all my discussion of, nah, too late. In all my discussion of Ludovico technique, let's see what this pill is first. Good to know. In all our discussion of Ludovico technique, it is worth noting that it's kind of like a feast or famine item. Like, if your run's already great, it can make it greater. Oh, we got them in sync! I think if your run sucks, though, it can maybe make it shittier. Alright. Easy peasy thus far. Where's our tier? There it is, okay. We got a lot of confusion happening right here, and that's okay. Are we creating creep? No. Good. Yeah, anytime we can get that explosion against the foot, I'm a happy man. Almost done. This should be the most annoying boss fight, just because of that foot part. Alright, so we should be going to the dark room because we have the negative. Come on, don't end the game on me. Thank you. I was a little scared there momentarily. Here we go. Dark room. Curse of darkness. It's real dark in here. Double darkness. Wow. Yeah, 3 spirit hearts. It's one of those speed up. I thought it was balls of steel. And full health. Full health shouldn't affect us. You know what? I'm going to use the sun card to figure out where the hell we should go because we don't need, like, the full health from it anyway. And, let's go win the game, shall we? This is just ugly. Like, Dark Room, Curse of Darkness, and then the effect from Toxic Bombs is just hideous. Triple Famine. Don't mind if I already did. Oh, this is powerful. There are actually times on this run where I've forgotten that we have a tier, and the enemies just keep dying anyway due to fires and flies and bears. Oh my. This is ridiculous. Alright, well, we're only 2 rooms away from the boss here. But, sure, I'll take a little stupid damage to finish that room off quickly. Let's see what we've got in our secret room here. I'll shoot now, blow these guys up, who cares? A little extra money. It is ugly in this room. And because of trickle charge, we should be able to get a charge done for, yeah, Krampus's head in time. Starring Amanda Seyfried and Justin Timberlake. Now remember, there is that glitch against the lamb, I think, where he won't allow you to do damage to him if you do damage to him too quickly. Which seems very silly and is very silly, but is also the truth. As long as we're still doing damage, we can keep that tier there. I think it stopped. Okay, so we're gonna get our tier up here now. This is the easiest win we've had, I think. Maybe by an order of magnitude, almost. Easy win, easy life. And we have unlocked Pandora's box. We've already seen this ending many times. Sweet! Pandora's box unlocked. And I think that's Lazarus ticked off then, isn't it? Yeah, he's got his post-it note done, so we still need to do Maggie. And a lamb kill is Blue Baby, and a lamb kill is Eve, and that's it. So we could possibly be there in 3 more runs. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I did. I know I did. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.